have prepared tomorrow's European Council meeting. In normal circumstances, it would have been a routine meeting, but in this context, we are meeting a few days after a painful decision made by voters in the UK who decided to leave the European Union. For obvious reasons, we respect their choice, but obviously this choice does entail a number of consequences. At this juncture, we have a responsibility shared by state members of the European Union and its institutions. 27 member states and the various institutions of the European Union will have to find a solution which will make it possible to negotiate with the United Kingdom. And on this, I would like to say that we agreed between us that Article 50 of the treaty is extremely clear. Any state who wishes to exit the European Union must make a request to the European Council. As long as this request has not been placed with the European Union, no measure can be taken. Only once Article 50 has been triggered can the European Council initiate negotiations. There can be no formal or informal interviews about the exit of the UK from the EU before an official request had been placed with the European Council. What we wish, obviously, is for things to start moving at a good pace. But certainly the prerequisite for that is for the UK to initiate this procedure. Obviously, there are also things that we need to think about. What will the consequences be of that UK exit from the EU on the UK itself and the Union, the European Union and its 27 member states? We, the EU, remain one of the strongest economic areas in the world, and the European Council will have to think about how it wishes to proceed. We do not want to reinforce centrifugal forces within the Union, and will make proposals to our colleagues to create a new impetus in the work of the European Union. What we also wish is for concrete measures to be taken in various areas over the next months. I'm thinking in particular about internal and external security. As you know, we are currently engaged in a fight against terrorism. We also have to protect our external borders whilst accepting refugees, and we also need to cooperate with Turkey and redefine strategic orientations. Another European Union priority is economic growth and Europe's competitiveness. In this regard, the objective here is to have enough employment, which is not the case as we speak. And as a result, we need to think about what we need to do differently. And first and foremost, we need to think about the youth of the European Union. In fact, let me remind you that the youth of the UK was in favour of staying within the European Union, and our own youth in the European Union wants change. And so what's very important is the kind of messages that we'll be sending to the whole of the population in Europe. On Wednesday, we'll be talking to our colleagues, and in September we'll meet again to start thinking about specific measures. The European treaties, the Treaty of Rome, will celebrate its 60th anniversary in 2017, but we can't wait until 2070 to make proposals. We need to start making proposals right now in the fields of security, growth, and competitiveness. And obviously, we'll be discussing all of this with our colleagues. Thanks to my colleagues for coming here and sharing with us.